The American people are not interested in the reality TV aspects of who said what, that somebody's feelings different. They're interested in solving the budget problem and the deficit, the debt. And so that may be good for chatter in this town. It's not something that folks out in the country are obsessing about. I think with respect to Bowles Simpson, it was important for us to, Bowles Simpson wouldn't have happened had I not set up the structure for it. As you will recall, this was originally bipartisan legislation that some of the Republican supporters I decided to vote against when I said I supported it. That seems to be a pattern that I'm still puzzled by. And so we set it up. They issued a report, and what I said was this provides us an important framework to begin discussions. But there were aspects of Bowles Simpson that I said from very early on were not the approach I would take. I'll give you an example. On defense spending, a huge amount of their savings on the discretionary side came out of defense spending. I think we need to cut defense. But as Commander-in-Chief, I've got to make sure that we're cutting it in a way that recognizes we're still in the middle of a war. We're winding down another war. And we've got a whole bunch of veterans that we've got to care for as they come home. And so what we've said is a lot of the components of Bowles Simpson we are willing to embrace. For example, the domestic spending cuts that they recommend, we basically taken. Others, like on defense, we have taken some, but not all of the recommendations because it's important for it to be consistent with our defense needs and our security needs. The bottom line is that this is not an issue of salesmanship to the American people. The American people are sold. The American people are sold. I just want to repeat this.
You don't think the political debate would have been different? You had Republicans support on over. You had Republican senators signed on it.
You have 80% of the American people who support a balanced approach. 80% of the American people support an approach that includes revenues and includes cuts. So the notion that somehow the American people aren't sold is not the problem. The problem is members of Congress are dug in ideologically into various positions because they box themselves in with previous statements. And so this is not a matter of the American people knowing what the right thing to do is. This is a matter of Congress doing the right thing and reflecting the will of the American people. And if we do that, we will have solved this problem.